What happens when you plan a day at Disney and then find out there's a typhoon? You go anyway.
A lovely day indeed.
And look, I know, but just hear me out! Yeah, it came with its own fair share of challenges, but if there's anything I crave, it's adventure. And this was an adventure. First up, we decided to grab some popcorn, and then it started raining again. So we escaped to the place that no one would expect. Under the sea. Under the sea. To the Little Mermaid place. And given the ungodly storm wreaking havoc outside, I thought this place would be packed. But no, it was actually alright. Were the rides here any fun? Well, given that they're targeted towards kids and I'm a sad man in his mid-30s, I'll let you decide. But in that moment, it served its purpose. Shelter from the... Oh god, not again! Have you ever been to a theme park in the rain? There was no one on those rides and the lines were virtually non-existent. But for the ones I did have to wait in, I was happy to have the sponsor of today's video with me, Extinct. For everyone out there who feels these days that we're doom scrolling too much, this is a viable option that I've actually given a lot of time to. It's essentially an e-reader that you can carry with you anywhere because of its small form factor, and it makes it really easy to change your scrolling habits for the better. For example, there was actually a moment during this trip that I had to split up from the group, and taking in the ambiance of the park while reading through Reggie Fils-Aimé's business memoir was one of the highlights of the day. So yeah, it has the MJ stamp of approval. One thing I actually noticed other people promoting about this thing is its customizability and personalization, which at first I thought was all talk, but now that I have one for myself, I find myself consistently adding new themes and even stickers to it, so yeah, kudos to them for that. The best part about it for me is the little bursts of reading that I can fit in throughout my day between tasks and feel like I'm accomplishing something and filling my day with learning. So if you're interested in picking one up for yourself, check out the link on screen or in the description below, and thank you once again to Extinct for sponsoring this video. Every time I go to Disney, the lineup wait times are shorter than they say they'll be. And now, I finally understand why. We were taking our time enjoying the set decorations and casually making conversation as we blissfully passed through Neverland and Peter Pan's hideout, but as soon as it came time to get on the ride, they were not around. Here I was trying to casually film a POV of us getting on the ride, and every worker in eyesight was beckoning at me in Japanese, which I'm not going to repeat here, but they were basically saying, "Hey dumbass, for the sake of everyone here, we've got to keep this line moving." They are efficient, and I was like, oh, thank you. The ride itself, by the way, was pretty cool. It's kind of like the Mario Kart ride from Universal Studios in that you're wearing these futuristic 3D glasses traversing a world that's set design is sort of half on screen and half in the real world. There's a lot going on here, and it's really engaging. For anyone who's wondering, the ride plays in Japanese, but just through context clues, it's easy enough to follow along. It was in that moment that I remembered why I love this place. You see, I hail from southern Ontario, where theme parks are, well, you take what you can get. So it's easy to walk into a place like this and feel like it's gonna be underwhelming. But every time you enter an experience here or even strut around the park in the open, it feels like stepping into a real Hollywood movie set. Every experience here goes all out. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea has you exploring a long cave with hidden workshops. Yes, that's my finger in the shot. Before setting out to explore a deep underground labyrinth. Which I'm embarrassed to admit, but for the first half of this ride, I thought we were actually underwater. I'm just saying, it's pretty convincing. The Little Mermaid ride has realistic water hitting you in the oh nope, that's just the rain again. Soaring, Fantastic Flight, which is where this happened.
I can't believe I caught that on camera.
Has you flying around various places in the real world while strangers' stinky feet hang above your head. But if I may, I'd like to take you on a little tour of the set decoration. Captain Hook's ship was right there for the taking, and since I was wearing a pirate shirt that I bought from Timmy when I was worried it would disintegrate in the rain, I decided to board this ship and take charge. Which, against my wife's best wishes, might have actually been the most fun I had at the park. There's also randomly a medieval section, which is probably where I felt like I fit in the most. Plus, I got to scarf down a gigantic turkey leg. Disney's Sea is full of surprises everywhere you go, and though a lot of attractions were closed on this day, they really built a world that feels fun to explore. It's kind of like Grunty's Lair in Banjo-Kazooie. You have these little bits of world building and set design before jumping into the main event and being blasted with nostalgia and charm at every turn. I've been to each park, that being Disneyland and Disney Sea, almost 10 times each, and I'm still finding new stuff to enjoy. They're surprisingly big, and there's even a train you have to catch to travel back and forth. Also, don't believe the rumors. There's no way you can fit both parks into one day, so just pick one and just explore it as deeply as you can. By this point, we decided to have a little dinner at the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea restaurant, which was a Chinese buffet in a dank cave for some reason. I got the spring rolls and fried rice, and it was pretty good. Gotta love this place. And after realizing that the storm wasn't going anywhere and seeing some somewhat disturbing flooding on the news, we made the grown-up decision to leave the park early and thankfully got home safe. And also, why the heck was the park open during a typhoon in the first place? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm still riding the high of hitting 100,000 subscribers and fulfilling my promise to you to make more long-form content, so I hope you enjoy. I've also got a video about Tokyo Disneyland at Christmas time, and it's one of my favorite videos I've ever produced, so go ahead and click that link there to check it out. And remember, you can always watch my weekly YouTube shorts where I cover obscure Nintendo content here in Japan. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.